with a great show for you guys. We have an amazing recap from Jacqueline Hyde's Valentease in Pennsylvania. Great show, so make sure you guys stick around. And we also have Miss Katty DeLux, who's going to be doing a tutorial on how to get those amazing Elizebeth Taylor eyes. So make sure you guys stick around and don't move. We'll be right back. We were celebrating Valentine's, and Miss Jacqueline Hyde had an amazing event, a great extravaganza, and it's called Valentease. I just love the name. It was a great, amazing show, and I just wanted to recap it for you guys. The show included top talents and rising burlesque and cabaret stars, including Queen of Burlesque, Miss Exotic World 2008, Angie Pontani, who we actually have had in our magazine. I actually got to do a burlesque around the world article on her, nice little feature. The Queen of Burlesque, Miss Exotic World 2011, Miss Indigo Blue, Joe Weldon, Harvest Moon, Tansy, Costin Cream, Honey Guns, and Brandy Wine. They also had live music entertainment, which was provided by All That Glitters, and also This Way to Egress. It was hosted by the world famous Bob. Great, amazing show. We actually have some amazing photos to share with you guys, and also some video of the amazing hula hooper, Miss Costin Cream. So great show, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys.
This week we're going to be tackling Elizebeth Taylor. For this makeup look, we're going to be focusing on really classic red lip and her illustrious violet eye. In several of the movies she starred in, she wore kind of a violet smoky eye, so that's what we're going to be focusing on today. The first thing that we're going to start with is creating a really nice base. So I'm going to be putting on a product by Smashbox that's called Photo Finish. It's kind of just a basic primer for your face that will make sure that your foundation, powder, blush, everything doesn't move. So I'm going to use just a little bit of product. We're going to just swipe it on just with our fingers along your cheeks, chin, and up onto your forehead. This is going to give your skin a really smooth, soft finish, and it feels like silk on your fingers, so not a bad thing. The next thing that I'm going to use is actually a product by Stila. It's just a tinted moisturizer. So I'm going to use my blender sponge here. And what's great about this product is it has a little bit of sheen or glisten in it. And Elizebeth Taylor was very well known for her porcelain, flawless skin. So any product that has light reflector built into it is always a great thing. And plus this has a light SPF, which is a great thing to use, especially with skincare. I try to make sure I can get as much SPF on in my makeup routine as possible. Okay, so we've got that blended in really well. And the great thing about this product is it's very lightweight, so you don't feel like you have a ton of makeup on. All right, the next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put on our eyeshadow primer. I am using a product, again, by Smashbox. This is just called their Photo Finish Lid Primer. I use this every day. Not only does it help your eyeshadow stay on your eyelid, but it will also make any eyeshadow that you use waterproof. The eyeshadow that I'm going to be using today is actually Kat Von D, and it's her Beethoven set. This has on this side several shades of purple. So since we're going to be doing a violet smoky eye, you just want to make sure you have at least 3 colors. So a white or creamy ivory tone for your highlighter, a light violet for the base shadow, and then a deep purple or plum for the smoky part. So I'm going to go ahead and start with, you always want to start with your lightest color. So we're going to put on the highlighter first. Just take the excess off your brush. We're just going to start underneath the eyebrow on the brow bone. And the reason why we want to use a highlighter is because that's where the light is naturally attracted. So that's the part that's going to play up. So I always go ahead and put a little bit of the highlighter in the corner of my eye and bring it up to the brow bone. All right, so the next step is, since we've got our highlighter on, we're going to use our mid-tone, which is, we'll be using the lightest shade of purple here. This one is called Galliano, ooh la la. And we just want to put this basically just along the eyelid and up into the crease. And you can kind of use your brush, and you want to place your brush on your eyelid first, because that is wherever you touch first is where most of the pigment's going to stay. And then as you swipe that across your lid, you can bring it up into the crease and kind of blend it in with our highlighter color. So since we're talking about the crease, we'll go ahead and put in our dark purple color. So this one happens to have a little sparkle to it, which is a little not so classic when we're talking about era makeup, but this just adds kind of a little modern edge. So again, I told you wherever you touch your brush first is where most of the pigment is going to go. So when we're talking smoky eye, this is where we want the light portion to be, darkest portion out towards the temple. So I'm going to start at the corner of my eye and sweep inward. And you're basically just making a C along that crease. And I'm not doing anything. This brush is doing all the work for me. Okay, so you can see how that has made kind of like a backwards or upside down C. So since I've got most of my product off of my brush, I'm going to go ahead and put it in the mid-tone that we used, tap out the excess, and I'm just going to use this to kind of blend this darker color, kind of blend it down so that there's not such a harsh line. Okay, see, it's a little more blended. So this color, these violets, purples that I've chosen are a little more dramatic than what Elizebeth Taylor wore in some of her movies, but I kind of like that. It kind of gives it a little bit of a more modern edge. What Elizebeth Taylor did do that I love and wear every day is a heavy black liner. In most all of her movies or pictures that you've seen, she does have a pretty heavy black liner. What I'm going to be using today is actually MAC's Black Track gel liner with a brush. So I'm just going to get a little bit of product. I just kind of swirl it around inside and kind of swirl the brush and get some excess off. And this is going to be very similar to using a liquid eyeliner. So I'm just going to start near the end of my eye here, and within just a couple strokes pull it in towards the center. Okay, so there we go. Our black Elizebeth Taylor eyeliner. The other thing that she did do, which is another easy step to making this eye more dramatic, is she went ahead and put liner on her lower lashes as well as mascara. So I just have a soft black pencil. This is just a really cheap one. I think it's a L'Oreal brand, Jet Black is the color. So we're going to go ahead and come and connect our line, and we're just going to line our lower lid. Okay, so darker eyes, much more dramatic. And this time I'm going to be using the same, two mascaras again. The first one that I'm going to use is the Maybelline Lash Stiletto. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this on both the top and bottom lashes. So go ahead and load your product onto your top lash, making sure you get down all the way to the base. And then again on your bottom lashes. Go ahead and get the other eye. Okay, so we've got our mascara on, and then for an added fun step, I'm actually going to use MAC product. It's a purple mascara that they came out with, I think, last fall. It's just kind of fun and will add play to the violet eyes. So I'm just going to go along my top lashes and just recoat. And it's not something that's like super noticeable, but if someone is up close, they'll kind of see, oh, your mascara has color to it. So that's kind of fun, and just adding a little something unexpected. So we've got our eyes done, and then the next thing that we're going to do is go ahead and fill in our brows. This week I'm going to be using a product by Anastasia. It comes in a compact, it's a powder product. And the one thing with Miss Taylor is her brows were very heavily done. So I'm going to go ahead and just brush my brows, get them all into the same direction. So Miss Taylor's brows were very, very noticeable and very defined. So with a powder, we're just going to go ahead and fill these in. And since we're doing someone that had a very big focus on her brows, you just want to make sure they are extra defined. So my next thing is we're going to go ahead and put on our blush. And the blush today that I'm using is another Stila product. This is a product that can be used as a lip color, blush, it's a cream formula. So I'm going to get just a little bit of it on my fingers here. And we're going to tap it into along your cheekbone. The good thing about cream is you can always add if you need to. So you want to start out not heavy-handed. So we're going to kind of just blend that into our cheekbone and right into the apples of our cheeks. And it gives you just a really light, flush color. Okay, we've got our cheeks taken care of. And then the next thing I'm going to do is just use my MAC Prep and Prime, the translucent powder. It's not really going to add any color to your face, but it is going to just set everything. So I'm going to get it into my brush here. And I even just go over the top of my eyeshadow with it sometimes. It's just going to help everything set. Last thing we're going to do is lips, and Miss Taylor always had a very classic red lip. So we're going to line first, and I just have my MAC red pencil. So you just want to make sure it's sharp. Okay. A dull pencil is never going to give you a good edge. I'm following up with MAC's Russian Red lipstick. Okay. It's a good red lip. And then lastly, I'm going to top it with Kat Von D, her Fierce Red lip gloss, just to add a little bit of shimmer. So when I put on lip gloss over lipstick, I like to put it right in the center of your lower lip. It's kind of a optical illusion, kind of like we did with the highlighter. That shiny light color is going to be right in the center of your lip, which is where you want to attract attention, right? And also another good tip is red lipstick will always make your teeth look whiter.
This was a lot of fun, and I felt really comfortable in each of the settings, and the photos turned out really great.
Great show today. Thank you so much to the amazing performers at Valentease who shared their amazing performances with us and also the great photos. Thank you so much. And to Miss Katty DeLux for showing another amazing tutorial on how to get the great Elizebeth Taylor eyes. Make sure you guys stop at your local bookstore, Barnes & Noble's, Book World, Hastings, Indigo Chapter Books. Or if you're not around a bookstore, make sure you go online to PinUpAmericaShop.com and get the newest issue on shelves right now. But don't worry, don't be sad. You can still get all the past issues. So make sure you guys stop by PinUpAmericaShop.com for your newest issues and past issues of the amazing magazine, along with even Contessa's Burlesque Boutique is on there and Judy Pop's shop. So you guys enjoy, and we'll see you next week.